Magic mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all? With those famous words, poor Snow White's troubles begin. Hi everyone and welcome to Salmond. My name is Sarah and today I'll be making a Snow White Halloween display using Dollar Tree items. After all, it's a frightening story and it's perfect for Halloween. No Snow White display would be complete without the magic mirror, some eerie candles, and of course the poison apples. Alright guys, for this tutorial today I'm going to do a little Sleeping Beauty vignette. So I'm going to make the mirror first, and I'm going to use this Dollar Tree mirror I picked up in my Halloween haul. I've got some antique wax and I've got metallic luster. Alright, so let's get started. Here's the frame. It's just a plastic frame. If you can see, it's just got some little plastic tabs here. The mirror and the backing just popped right out really easy, so that'll make it really simple for us to move forward. And I'm going to take the metallic luster and I'm going to try a stiff bristle brush because I don't want to get my fingers in this stuff. Okay, and we're just going to brush it on. Over the whole mirror to kind of give it an aged effect. See how nice that looks? This stuff is really cool. Comes in a ton of colors. I only have 3 or 4 of them, but I like it. It tends to dry out quickly, but adding a few drops of water, closing the lid, and letting it set for a while reconstitutes it really, really nicely. Alright, now for the next step, I am going to just take a little bit of this antiquing wax and I'm just going to take a softer bristle brush here. So I'm just going to lightly brush it over the top to knock some of this gold sheen back down. I believe they have an antique gold. It's probably a darker, more burnished gold than this of the luster, but I don't have it. Right, and then I just kind of want to dab it off because I don't want to wipe off all the and there's our old tarnished mirror. So we've got that frame ready to go just that quick. Didn't that turn out cool? These letters I picked up at Dollar Tree, and along the top of the mirror I'm just going to put the word wicked. Alright, I have the letters cut out, but before I lay them down I want to be sure they're placed so they're not covered by the mirror, or by the frame rather. So I'm just going to pop this back in real quick. Alright, so that is about how I'm going to want that to look. I am going to just very carefully pop off the backing and lay these down and start rubbing them on. And I'm just going to use a popsicle stick to do this. And as you push down hard enough, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but you can see where that gold is letting loose of the transfer paper and it's adhering to the mirror. Alright, there we go. Perfectly imperfect, but I wasn't looking for perfection. So other than the C, which we're going to try to fix right now, I am going to take a very fine bristle brush, not that one, and I am going to attempt to use some of this Inca Gold and maybe just kind of dab it on. See if we can get that C to look like a C. This might be too thick to work. We'll have to see. Alright, now that is far from perfect, but guys, that came out better than I thought it would when I screwed it up. Right now, I'll just let that sit up and dry a little bit so that paste, the metallic luster, has a chance to dry, and then I can go back in with a pick and clean up any foggy, fuzzy areas that are on the mirror. Alright, now we're moving on to the apple. It's styrofoam and it is pretty green, so I'm going to knock the color back on the apple with my antiquing medium as well. Okay, and again, I'm just going to use a brush in the lid. It doesn't take very much. Melt. Okay, let's see what we've got here. That kind of looks like a dirty, overripe apple and not real appetizing, so we're going to stick with that. Set that aside, let it dry completely. And then what I'm going to do once that's dry is I'm going to go in and I'm going to paint the stem black, because the stem just looks like brown plastic. Alright, while our apple is drying, I'm going to take one of the chalkboard tags that I picked up at Dollar Tree, and we are going to make a tag that says "Eat Me" on it. Before I retape this down, I'm just going to take some chalk and I am just going to color over the words "Eat Me" before I tape it down, and this will be a good test as to whether or not this paper is really chalkboard paper or it's just black cardstock. I'm just going to lay that down, tape it down, and then once again I'm going to trace over the letters. Alright, and not perfect, but it should give us a good start as to where to go. I'm going to see if I can brush off any of the extra chalk. Okay, and then because I want it to be in white, it's on black cardstock, I am using a white jelly roll pen that I have. Now you can pick these up, I think I got this at Michael's. You can pick them up probably at Hobby Lobby, Joann's, wherever. They're a few dollars, but they do write in white on black paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and trace around this lettering with this fine point pen, and then if you like, you can go in and fill it in with a paint pen, or you can just use the jelly roll pen to fill in the lettering. But jelly roll pens are made to write on black and dark cardstocks, so they're a wonderful thing so that you can add color to dark cardstocks. Because the other thing that I want to do, since this is a really pretty stark white with everything else being antiqued, is I am going to go in again with just a little bit of my antiquing medium. Alright, now that the apple's dry, I'm just going to go in again with a black paint pen. There we go. And I am just going to knock back that stem so it's not looking like a piece of brown plastic, which it really did. Okay, so there we go. There's our apple. There's our Eat Me, although I think I'm going to go in and age this a little bit. And the last thing I have are these two candle holders, and I picked these up from Dollar Tree as well. And I am going to do the Gold Rush and the antiquing on these as well to kind of knock them back. Alright, now what I decided to do was take a couple little purple rhinestones, and I'm just going to hot glue them right into the center here. And I've also picked out some small purple rhinestones, and we are going to go back and we are going to embellish the mirror a little bit. Not a lot, just a few, just to give it a little something. Okay. And let me knock this back off because I don't know why I did that. There we go. Now we've got our little rhinestones on these. And let me pull the mirror over. We're just going to add a few to the mirror as well. I'm not going to use hot glue on the mirror. I'm going to use a little E6000 just because we're talking a lot smaller rhinestones than these, and I don't want it sticking up from the hot glue. Here we go. Trying to get it so it's not reflecting that light right back at you. To apply the E6000, what I'm going to do is normally I use a toothpick. I don't see one in this general area right now, but I did find a nail, so I'm just going to use the nail. Pull out just a little E6000 on the nail. Stick it where I want the gemstones to go. Alright, and then I'm just going to take my little sticky pen and stick them right where I want them. Okay, and I'm going to go around and do that on all sides. There we go. We have our gemstones placed. They're dark purple. They don't stand out. They're not awfully showy. Just kind of matches the purple and brings it all together that I had put on the candle holders. For the last part of our Snow White diorama. I have some candles I've used before. They're from Dollar Tree. I'd glittered them, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and go back in with some purple paint, and I'm going to paint them purple so they match the candlestick. Here is the finished project. We have the wicked mirror, we have the candlesticks, and we have the apple with the eat me sign on it. I absolutely love my choice of using purples with it. I think it came out wonderfully. And please let me know below what you think of the project and if there's anything else you would like to see. And if you like what you see here on my channel, please be sure you like, subscribe, and you hit that notification button below. If you know anyone that would like this video or my channel, please share this link because every view and every subscriber helps to keep me creating videos for you. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I am Salmond_says. You can see what I'm up to on my channel, as well as a bit of what goes on in my personal life and in our home. If you'd like to join my Facebook group, it is Salmond. I would love to see all your crafts and hear all the great things you have to say about each other's projects there. I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.